Hi, I'm Mark Joseph Kabute. I'm from the Philippines. I went here in UK to study Masters in Mechanical Engineering last 2018. It's my dream to be an F1 designer. I cannot count how many companies I applied here in UK. All my plans are not going through, so that time I almost give up. I shout out in Facebook, and then suddenly one of my friends in Southampton called me and told me about Ian's. He said that Ian's can help me find a sponsor here in UK. I had only 15 days remaining on my visa and I'm stressing up, like I don't know what to do. That night when I went to the website of Ian and messaged them on Facebook, the day after, Michael contacted me. Ian just told me that someone wants to sponsor me. You know, like the feeling when you want to give up. It's like you already accepted your fate. You did your best, but it's done. It's like a light at the end of the tunnel. Ian told me that the employer will talk to you and interview you while Michael is preparing all my requirements. I was really amazed because they were able to get me a sponsorship interview in just 2 days. And that's because they have an incredible team that knew how to do it and understand my situation and help me from start to finish. Before my employment, I need to do a series of apply for the visa, taking the assessment exam, do the trainings. All of that happened in just 2 weeks. They will just give you instructions of what to do. You can leave it to them. They will do the job. It's just a very, very surprising experience, and I can say it's magical. In 2018, I didn't know about Ian's. If only I knew about Ian's, I didn't experience this stress and a lot of troubles in my life here in UK. If you are in the UK on a student visa, you don't need to study again if your visa is running out. Just go to Ian's. You can trust them. They are very organized. They work in clarity. They can help you.
And welcome everybody. It's another Marhaba Mondays. My name is Michael. Welcome to our show today. Wow, fantastic. It's another start of the week. Well, I know UAE starts the day of the week during Sundays. But yeah, and the rest of the world does it during Mondays. Yeah. Hi to all our viewers today. I'm so glad to be here, and I hope you are too. Now, we do have a really, really good topic for today, a topic and question which a lot of people are really asking us. Yeah, it's about the English requirement that they need when they apply for their skilled worker visa application. Now, a lot of you are asking, can I be a skilled worker in the UK without having to take the IELTS test? Okay, and what type of IELTS test do I need to take? What is the score requirement? And so on and so forth. Right now, it's very easy to confuse yourselves because there's a lot of types of English tests out there. Yeah, you've got IELTS, you got OET, you got TOEFL, and so many other things. You've got NARIC and all that. These are all evidences which can prove that you have the ample skills or comprehension that is needed for you to, get to the UK. But what really is the English test that you need to take when you are applying to become a skilled worker in the UK? That is our topic today. So be excited because you're going to learn a lot, right? Now, of course, before we continue, let us greet some people who are watching us live all over the world, not just here in the UAE. Of course, we've got viewers in the UK, the Philippines, all over Asia, all over South Africa. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's say hi. Shelly Lind. Hello, Jens. It's Jonathan and Linda. Hello. Who else we are here? From Nate Desio. Hi, Jens. Jonathan from Kuwait. There's a lot of Jonathan watching us today. Watching live from Sharjah. Hello, marhaba. Bing Ed. Marhaba. Hello. And Sarah Sheikh. Marhaba. Get well, Sarah, and the rest of you guys out there. You know, the winter season, well, it's not really winter if you call it here in the UAE, but the cold weathers are coming, okay? So make sure to, you know, warm yourselves up. Make sure that, you know, you drink plenty of vitamin C, drink plenty of water. You don't want to get sick when Christmas is just around the corner, okay? Sadham Abdul Kalam, hello. Nate, always a pleasure watching Ian's and seeing the massive growth internationally. Me too, right? Mavis, hi there, Mavis from cohort 2, watching from Zimbabwe. Oh, wow. Mutotowa, hello, Mike, it's Lydia from Dubai. Hello, Lydia, how are you? Right, fantastic. Wow. Oh, by the way, guys, yeah. So did you know what happened last Friday, 5th of December? Or is it a Friday? Yeah, it is Friday, 5th of December. Okay. What happened was the biggest and the only hybrid event here in the UAE, right? It is the third skilled worker hybrid event here in the UAE. Of course, it was held in Sofitel Hotel in downtown Dubai. Massive number of people came in and massive number of people tuned in online via Zoom, okay? So what really happened there? I mean, you know, we showed you a little bit, a preview when we were about to start the hybrid event. But of course, you didn't really get to see what happened inside because you were not there, right? So what can I do? You missed it, sorry. But no problem, because today we are going to show you, right, the preview. Yes, the preview of what happened last Saturday, okay? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready, right? Okay, now, of course, this is the highlights of last Friday's event, skilled worker hybrid event in Sofitel Hotel in downtown Dubai. Watch this.
So are you excited for the event today?
Yes, definitely.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Yes, we do have.
Yes.
We are excited, we are good, we are happy to be with Ian's today, Ian's to the world.
We heard this one from the website, I think Facebook.
And who's your friend?
Happy Jane, that is my and my home.
Happy, yes, yes.
I actually heard it from my friend. He's actually there in the UK. His name is Frederick.
I wish you all the best, okay, and to be happy.
This is the biggest and the only hybrid event here in the UAE.
they talked to me about it, it's like so impossible at first, but then I said that a sense, these Ians to us, like, if you want to, reach your dreams, it seems impossible, but they always have a way to make things possible. So, yeah, let's have a bit of a round of applause.
The first step, of course, is to attend our webinar, and you already took the first step. So congratulations, everybody. For example, I am the UK employer, okay? And wow, fantastic, you're a customer service person, right? I will sponsor you. Good, I'll offer you. Okay? I have a sponsor license now, yeah? So I'm able to give you an offer. The thing is, the customer service role or job title is not in the eligible occupation list. Okay? That means to say the job title or the job role that May has at the moment, okay, is not part of the eligible occupation list, which means to say I will not be able to assign a certificate of sponsorship. And we interviewed for which employer?
Before I got hired by Ian's, as even Philippines, up until now, for one interview that I had. So just imagine, I've completed everything in 1 month.
I feel community is just the first opinions. Just keep on doing this one as long as you have all the documents. Just print immediately. Reply. Don't wait for a day or 2 days after that one. Just immediately reply. It's just on your phone or anything. And then they will just ask immediately, okay, this application, all this documents, do this document, apply, and then just don't wait anymore. Don't delay anything.
And there you go. Wow, what a really fantastic, magical afternoon that was. People came in with questions in their mind. People came in wondering, what is the next step for me? What should I do for me to be able to come to the UK in less than 6 months? All of them stayed, oh my gosh, for 4 hours, I think. And they were just enjoying the vibes of the hotel. They've got food and drinks, and of course they left with plenty of information, right? Plenty of understanding, and of course the answers to their questions. So if you are looking to join our next hybrid event in the UAE, sorry, but it's happening next year. So see you guys next year. You missed the opportunity, right? Now, of course, we still have an upcoming event on the 17th of December. And this time we're bringing the hybrid event back to where it all started. On December 17th, we're going to have the hybrid event back in London. So I will show you that video later. Okay. Wow. Oh my gosh, that is really, really good. Now, for those of you who just tuned in, again, my name is Michael, and I welcome you to Marhaba Mondays. Today, our topic is all about the English test requirements, okay? Now, everybody who's listening, okay, you might want to write some points down if you like. It's up to you, or you just keep on listening to me, okay? Because you like the sound of my voice, and you love seeing me on Facebook. No, I'm just kidding, yeah? Okay, so let's start with what is an English test requirement, okay? Now, depending on your application, right, there is a specific English test requirement for you, okay? And this is mandatory because it is part of your requirement for your visa application, okay? Now, let's start with nurses, okay? Registered nurses. If you are planning to come to the UK as a registered nurse or a pre-registered nurse, you're going to take your OSCE in the UK, right? The English test that will be applicable for you is your OET, okay? That's OET. I don't know, and I forgot what that stands for. So if you know what OET means, type in the comment section and I'll read it later. Okay. If you take OET, that's fine, or you can take IELTS Academic. Okay. So either of those two. In any case, you will need your English test requirement for your NMC application. Okay, so you need that even before you submit your visa application. Okay, now what is the difference? Listen here, yeah. What is the difference between OET, okay, and IELTS Academics? Okay, now I've encountered a lot of nurses, okay, who failed to take the to get the required score. Okay, they are unable to meet the required score for those who wish to become a pre-registered nurse in the UK. Now, before we delve into that, what is the difference between OET and IELTS Academic? OET is an English test specific for nurses. Okay. Now, if you're going to ask me, Michael, I really can't get the required test score, okay, might as well I go to the UK as a senior carer. Can I use my OET, okay? Can I use my OET for my visa application as a senior carer? And the answer to that is no, okay? Because again, that is specific for pre-registered nurses, okay? Nursing application, visa application for nurses, right? Now, now IELTS Academics, on the other hand, right, is of course the usual. It's an English test, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Same with the OET, but the difference is that IELTS, the questions surrounding IELTS exam are a bunch of random questions. Okay, it's a bunch of random questions that has nothing to do with your occupation. Okay. That is the difference with OET. OET, the questions that there are all about questions related to your occupation. Okay, so if you are a nurse who has plenty of experience, who feels confident that they can, answer questions related to their experience, take OET, right? If you are a nurse who who doesn't have any, or who lacks, experience, then take IELTS Academic. The other difference is that OET is a bit more expensive, okay? IELTS Academic is a bit more cheaper. Another difference is that IELTS Academic, you can actually take this. I think no. Okay. So the other difference is that OET is a bit more complicated. Again, that depends. I mean, if you are an experienced nurse, I don't think you'll find it that complicated. And then IELTS is a bit tricky in terms of, all the technicalities with the questions, because again, this is an English proficiency test, right? So take note of that, okay? OET and IELTS Academics, right? Only these two, okay, if you wish to become a pre-registered nurse in the UK. Right, so now, if you are applying as a senior carer in the UK, what we recommend is the IELTS UK VI, right? Now, there are two types of IELTS UK VI. Either you take general or academic, okay? Now, general or academic, which one should I choose? Now, for just the purposes of applying for a skilled worker visa, take general, Okay, take general training. It's much easier, okay, compared to the IELTS UKVI academic. Okay, now of course there is a difference as well in terms of how you use them. IELTS academic, UKVI academic, is usually used for people who wish to study in the UK, right? Now, if we talk about studying in the UK, right, you can also use NARIC. There's a different term that they call it. Previously, it's NARIC. Now it's different. Now with the NARIC English, it's not a test. Okay, you actually send your diploma and the copy of your transcript of records to NARIC. Okay, they analyze it, and then once they've done their analysis, they would now give you the grade, okay, equivalent to their English standard in the UK, right? Now, there are different levels that they would be giving you. It's quite complicated if I discuss it with you, but of course, you can always use resources and referrals in the UK.gov website. It's all there, okay? Now, again, we don't want to make things so complicated. So it's very easy, yeah? IELTS, UKVI, general or academic. Take general because it's easier, okay? For academic, you don't need that if you're just applying for a skilled worker visa, okay? Now, question, what is the required score for my skilled worker application? Okay, the required score is just 4.0. Okay, it's a very low requirement, score requirement. The band score is very low. So you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to panic. You don't need to worry. Like what I always ask the applicants that comes to me or our viewers, okay, ask yourself these questions. Can you read English? What's the answer? What can you write in English? What's the answer? Can you understand English? Okay, I think you can because you're actually watching me now and you're actually typing in the comment section and you can actually understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, if the answer to all those questions is a yes, okay, then you don't need to worry about your IELTS UKVI test because it's that easy. Okay, now it's nothing short of just a comprehensive exam to test the level of your English skills. Now, what's the reason? Why should I take an English test? It's very simple. The answer is really simple. Of course, you're going to be coming to an English-speaking country, right, where majority of the people use English and to write and to speak. Okay, so technically speaking, you need to be able to communicate yourself in the English language as well. That easy. Okay, now before we continue, okay, later on we will be discussing who are the people exempted to take the English test. Yes, there are people who are actually exempted from this English test. Now, before we go to break, let's greet a few more people. Mary Chris de los Santos, how are you? Good evening. Share done. Fantastic. Rohit Kothari, great to see this legend personality once again. Hi, Michael. Hello, Rohit. Wow, thank you. We've got Brian James, Milius Vendetta. I wrote IELTS. Okay. The questions, of course, as usual, we are going to answer them later on. This is what you get when you watch Marhaba Mondays. Okay, you get to ask me questions for free. Okay, right. Rohit, I'm doing really, really great. Thank you very much. We have got Christabel Chileshi. Hi, Michael. Hello. Sirwa from Ghana, how are you? And Pusparaj Pokarao. Wow, great. Okay, now again, before we continue, let's take a break, okay? And then when we come back, of course, we are going to talk about the people who are actually exempted for their English test, right? Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have missed the hybrid event last 3rd of December, we're going to have another hybrid event, and this time this is for you guys who are actually in the UK. Now, there is there's something really special with this event, okay? Because we're actually targeting students who are in the UK who wishes to switch to a tier 2 or skilled worker visa, okay? Now, if you are in London, this is the event for you because you can come in person. But if you are not in London, don't worry, you can still join live via online through Zoom. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you and I invite you to join our 17 December hybrid event. And there you have it. Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a hybrid event that would be something really special because not only would applicants be able to join live in person, but also there would be employers waiting for you to be there. Right. Fantastic, isn't it? Okay. Now, so for those of you who just tuned in, again, my name is Michael and welcome to Marhaba Mondays. We're talking about the topic of the English test requirement, okay? Before we took a break, I told you guys that the OET and IELTS academics is actually specific, well, not really specific, but yeah, they are more for nurses, especially OET. Now, if you are a nurse applying to go to the UK as a senior carer instead of a nurse because you can't reach the required score, unfortunately, no problem. You can take IELTS UKVI. Okay, you can't use your OET or your IELTS academic. Okay, you need to take IELTS UKVI. Okay, now before we took a break, I mentioned to you that there are some people who doesn't need to take IELTS exam or English test exam. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Now, there are two types of people who are actually exempted for this requirement. Those, number one, for those of you who are in the English, how do you say this? Those of you who are a resident of an English-speaking country, okay, are exempted to take this exam. Okay, now hold on a second, hold your horses. Okay, it doesn't mean that if you are in a country where majority of the people can speak English, that doesn't mean that you are in the English speaking country. There is actually a list. Okay, there is an actual list of countries, okay, English speaking countries that are exempted from this test. Say, for example, you are a resident from Canada, okay, from the US, for example, Barbados, so many other countries whose first language is actually English, okay? Take note of that, right? Now, I know UAE is, a majority of the people can read, write, and understand in English, and they can speak in English, okay? But their first language, UAE, is not an English-speaking country per se because they have Arabic as their mother tongue, okay? Now, I understand you're not Arabic, okay? And, you are from some other place. But regardless, you need to take IELTS because you, number one, are not, you're not a resident, or how do you call it, a permanent resident of an English-speaking country. Okay, that's number one. Now, number two, who else is exempted to take the IELTS test or English test requirement? The second type of people who are exempted from this requirement is actually those people who have done their degrees, masters or PhD, okay, and finished them in the UK. Right? Now, in the past, there are people who were watching us live, okay, and they were actually asking this question. Michael, I've done my degree in a UK affiliated university here in, for example, in Malaysia, okay? They are a UK university. The degree that I have is actually a UK degree, blah, blah, blah. But I've done it in Malaysia, online. Okay, does that count? The answer to that is no. You need to be able to do the actual class and get the degree from UK itself. Okay, so if you had the master's degree in the UK or a postgraduate degree in the UK before, like, you know, when you were a student 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, okay, that still counts. Okay, that still counts. So that would be a tick off with one of your requirements when you apply for your skilled worker visa. Okay, so again, if you are a permanent resident from an English-speaking country, which is part of the official list of the UK, then you are exempted from taking this test. If you have a master's degree or postgraduate degree, PhD, so now you are MD, PhD, okay, good for you. Then you don't need, again, master's and PhD or postgraduate degree, which you were able to get from UK itself. You studied in there, you graduated there, you actually walked down the aisle and got your diploma from some white British guy or lady. Okay, that is counted. Okay, now, yes, so right, I hope that was very clear to you. Now, if you are not in any of those two categories, then you need to take IELTS test. Okay, again, IELTS UKVI for senior carers and all other skilled workers. Okay, now listen to this. If you are applying as a nurse and if you're taking IELTS academic, okay, the required band score is actually 7 in all of the components, reading, listening, and speaking, and you can actually have a band score of 6.5 in writing. Okay, that's the only exemption, writing. Okay, now if you are taking, if you want to become a skilled worker in the UK under different category of visa, okay, then you need to take IELTS UKVI, either general or academic. Okay, any of those two is totally fine. Get a band score of 4.0. Now, you don't average, okay? You need to have 4, at least 4 on all components: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Okay, now for those of you who are asking, we actually have specific training, okay, that we can, that is part of the services that we do. We have English instructors, really, really good. Our passing rate is actually 99.9%, right? The 0.1% are the people who haven't done their exam. Yeah, but the rest, fabulous. They've done it, they've passed it with flying colors, right? So, yes, that is the English test requirement, okay? Now, is it time for some questions? Do you have your questions typed in the comment section? If not, type them in, and we are going to read them one by one, and we'll do our best to answer all of them. Okay. Now, before we go to that, okay, let's let me go here, comment section. Okay. Right. Now, before we continue, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching right now, if you've just tuned in, let me know if you have any questions regarding with our topic today, and I will answer them as much as I can. Before we do that, let's go for a quick break. Welcome back, everyone. Again, this is Michael, and this is Marhaba Mondays. Great. Now, time to answer some questions. Okay, before I do that, let me drink my, what's this? Can you guess? This is just water. Okay. We've got here from Brian Vendetta. I wrote IELTS General for UKVI last month, and I got band score 6 overall. Do I qualify to work as carer at your company? You do qualify with the English test requirement. That means to say you have now ticked one of the boxes for your skilled worker visa application. Now, of course, the English test is just one of the many requirements if you want to become a skilled worker in the UK. If you want to find out what are the other requirements, the processes, and of course, even the immigration rules, we always discuss that during one of our webinars. Okay, so if you have missed the previous webinar, don't forget we have an upcoming live event, hybrid event, and this time in London. If you are outside of London, don't worry, we'll be able to still cater for you. Okay, you can join live and you can attend via Zoom. Cool? Right. Okay, who do we have here? Patience. Good to see you again. Good to see you again, right? Thank you for watching. This is from Frank Tonate. Marhaba Michael, watching from my work. Don't watch, okay? Focus on your work. I don't want you to get fired, okay? You are watching from Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, I remember you, Frank. Yes, I remember you, of course. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much for watching. Okay. Rohit, I have booked mine, will be on coming Friday. Perfect. Good luck, and don't worry, you will be able to pass it. I know this, Rohit. I know this. Okay. You've got, yes, you can take IELTS General UKVI. The next one we got here from Arben Avenido. Hi, already registered and paid for the webinar this coming December 17th, but just can't wait to ask this. Planning to be in the senior carer program, join a class there in the UK, via student visa. What IELTS should I take? Okay. Now, Arben, your question could be answered in two ways. Number one, why would you want to be a student in the UK if your plan is to become a skilled worker and eventually find an employer in the UK? You might as well go to the UK directly as a skilled worker. And again, if you want to become a skilled worker in the UK, the English test requirement for you is IELTS UKVI. If, again, you're still planning to become a student in the UK and take a student visa, which is a longer route if I'm being honest, you need to take the IELTS academic. UKVI academic. Cool? Okay. Anton saying hi. Hi, Anton. How are you? Gurav, this one is hi. UKVIPTE accepted. Now, as long as your IELTS has a UKVI number, okay, then that is a valid UKVI. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, your IELTS test or OET for pre-registered nurses actually has a validity of 2 years. Okay. Now, the other question that I had in mind earlier on when we were starting the episode was that most of you, or maybe just some, don't know where to book their IELTS. Okay. Now, you can always do your booking for your exam date through online, through the website. You can do this in the website of the British Council. You can do this in IDP. Okay. Whichever test center is accredited to do it, which is present in your current country. I know most of you are actually, migrants, and they are not in your home country. So make sure to research what is the test center in your location closest to you, okay, and book your exam through online, okay. Now, by the way, I did mention earlier that IELTS have 2 types of tests. There is the paper-based test and the computer-based test. Of course, from the name itself, the paper-based test would allow you to take the test, reading, writing, and listening, and use pen and paper to complete your exam. Okay? The paper-based test will actually take around 3 to 4 weeks before you get your results. Okay? But if you are a person who, you're quite techy and you're comfortable using the computer, then there's no problem in using in getting computer-based tests. Okay, it's very, very obvious you're going to use the computer, okay, to type in your answers, select your answers, and all that. Okay, computer will be used to complete your test. Okay, right. And oh, by the way, if you take the computer-based test, it will only take 5 days before you get your results. Okay. Now, okay, fantastic. Right. Who else? Who we got here? We got Pudisanai Deepu, greeting from Nepal. Hi. Wow, it's really amazing. Yeah, guys, it really is amazing when I see people greeting me from all over the world. We've got people from India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Philippines. Of course, we've got our previous applicants or candidates joining us as well from time to time. They're now in Scotland, in Edinburgh. Some of them are in London. Some or most of our viewers, of course, are in the UAE. But yeah, I'm happy to see people from the Philippines as well. People from South Africa, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, all of these countries. Okay. Now, by the way, guys, just to update you, okay, there is an additional country that has been put in the red list of the UK. That means to say, if you are coming from Nigeria and some other parts of South Africa, if you are going to the UK anytime soon, you would be mandated to have or to take the hotel quarantine for 10 days. Okay. This is sad news, but this is a restriction that the UK government has took into place because of the other variant that has now been evident in the UK, which is the Omicron variant of COVID-19. Again, if you are going to be coming from Nigeria and some other parts of Africa, you will need to book your hotel quarantine and stay there for 10 days. right? For more information, go to uk.gov website, and I think the price for the hotel quarantine is still the same as before. It's around 2,300 per person, and if you've got your dependents with you, there is a lower rate for them, okay, and especially for kids, right? That is a very sad news. Of course, and that's an additional expense for you and your family, but that is a requirement now posted by the UK government. Okay, now, okay, wonderful. Right. Who else has here a question? You know what? I've been trying to put in some music, okay, whenever I go live, but I just can't do it. Let me try it now, yeah? Now comment down below in the comment section if the music that you're hearing is actually really nice. I think it is, and I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are able to hear that properly. Yeah. Okay, Sarah Bonsu. Hi, Michael. Sarah from Ghana. How are you? Thank you for watching today. Right. Christabel Chileshi, excellent information. Thank you, Michael. Yes, yes. That is what you get when you of course tune into Marhaba Mondays. Information, of course, we make the complex simple. Yeah. Shelly Lynn, you like the music? Fantastic. I like it too. Okay. Right. Very good. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you have got any more questions, write it down below. I will answer it as much as we can. Now, the other thing that I wanted to discuss was actually, how do you say this? For those of you who are in Nigeria or some parts of Africa and also in the Philippines, if you are going to be taking your IELTS exam, make sure to look up ahead the time, because in some countries, booking of IELTS, okay, is can actually take some time. If today is December, right? You can actually some of the countries, they would take 1, 2, 3 months before you can actually sit your exam, and it's because, you know, of course, there's a pandemic still. There are some restrictions that needs to be followed, and therefore the dates of the exam are not always there. So make sure that you make your reservations and your booking ahead of time. Okay. Now, who else has a question here? Thank you, Shelley. Hi. Oh my gosh, I can't read your name. What's your name? Watching. Oh, Michelle from Philippines. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Meredy Pineda. Marhaba, Sir Michael. Marhaba. Yes, Arben, you can ask your questions. Elizabeth Diary. Hi, Michael and team. Hi. Thank you for watching. Cindy from Zambia. Okay. Hello. How are you? And we've got here Zulai Mitaku. Looking forward to starting the Momentum Club. Okay, for those of you who are watching who attended last 3rd of December hybrid event, whether online or in person, okay, your first induction, the first induction or the induction date for you guys, if you have already been able to register and pay for the program, is actually on the 9th of December, this coming Thursday. Okay, so you have sent out the invite for those of you who have decided to join the program. We have already sent out the emails, the invites, the link for the upcoming induction. Okay, so from JC, I took IELTS General. I attended your webinar last December 3. Do I need to take IELTS UKVI? Yes, the other IELTS I took, not eligible. Thanks. Unfortunately, if the IELTS that you took is not UKVI, sorry, you need to take the test again. right? Now, some of you are probably asking, how much is it to take the IELTS UKVI? The question or the answer is really simple. Look it up on Google, okay? Because I don't know exactly the value in your currency. Okay, I think in the Philippines it's around 11,000 to 13,000 Philippine peso. If you are in the UAE, I think it's around 1,150 AED, okay, approximately, yeah. So again, look it up on the British Council website or in the IDP, okay. So you can take your IELTS UKVI in either of those test centers, okay. Who else do we have here? Really nice song, yeah. Chatu Edward from Sri Lanka. Hello. Don't forget, for those of you who are in Sri Lanka, I think later on at 6 p.m. UAE, no, it's actually 5 p.m. UAE time. No, sorry, 5 p.m. UK time. I'm getting confused now. Sorry. If you are in Sri Lanka, you will have Harry from Sri Lanka live with you at 5 p.m. UK time with ENTUAE Daily Show in the UK, right? Okay. This is Lira, sir. We met at your office last October. Oh yes, of course, I remember you, Lira. I hope to see you again soon. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Abraham Avenido. One last question, sir, before if I may be allowed. Going back to the first question I had, yes, I am planning to be a skilled worker in the UK, but I learned from a friend that there is a senior care program which I can enroll to and be qualified. It will be a requirement for me to work in the UK soon. So if I'm correct, I'll be getting IELTS academic for me to have a student visa so that I can enroll for the senior care program. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a really good question because he's quite confused, okay? How do I say this? Now, it's not a secret that Ian's have, we do have a program, okay, a 6 months program wherein we help you become eligible and employable to work in the UK as a skilled worker in just 3 to 6 months, okay? Now, you don't necessarily need to apply for a student visa to get this. Yeah, the good thing about this is that this program can be done in the comforts of your home because we use online classes. Okay, we do online classes weekly for 2-3 hours per session. Okay, you can get your certification online. Okay, you can access that anytime, anywhere, and it's up to you when you want to finish it. Of course, finish it as soon as you can. Now, again, this is online. Everything is done online. You don't need to apply for a student visa if you want to join this program. Okay. The other part is this is the cheapest and the fastest way for you to get to the UK, right? I understand that those of you who are in the UAE, I've met a lot of people, different nationalities. They come from everywhere, and there is a common factor that most of them have done in the past, and that is to get a caregiver course in some institutions here in the UAE. And then I asked them this question: now that you've got your caregiver certificate, what did you expect to get from that? What did you expect to benefit from that? And of course, their answer is all the same: employment, right? Now, they wanted to know if that can be used when they apply in the UK. The answer is, of course, well, it's a yes and a no. It is an added advantage to you, but unfortunately, that certificate is not recognized in the UK. Okay, fortunately, our program will allow you to get certifications which are accredited in the UK. Really cool. Okay, so Arben, you don't need to be a student or get a student visa in the UK. All you have to do is join our webinar, which is this coming 17th of December. Okay, join online, because unless of course you can visit in London, then you can attend in person. But yeah, you can join online. Yeah, this is the coming 17th of December. Okay, I hope that is clear. We have got, hello sir, is it true that for singing carer, the applicants will be the one to shoulder all expenses, including airfare? Watching from Doha, Qatar, from Lisa. Hi Lisa, where exactly are you from Doha? So it's a yes and a no as well, okay? Depending on the offer from the employer, okay? Most employers, they would be generous enough to cover all your expenses, including your flight ticket and 1 month accommodation. Some employers would say, I pay half and you pay the other half, okay? Some employers would say, I will cover everything for now, okay, and then I would start deducting the expenses or the cost that I incurred for your application when you start working for me. Okay, so again, that is a case-to-case basis. Evanet Lovely Europa, is OET accepted for skilled worker? I think you were quite late to the show, Evan, but that's okay. Again, I mentioned earlier that OET is actually specific for nurses. Okay, so if you are applying as a PRN, if you want to become a registered nurse in the UK, then you can use OET. But other than that, you will need to take IELTS UKVI. Okay. From Chatu, you will receive that today. Okay. I'm planning to do IELTS UKVI academic test next January 8th. Good luck. You can do it. Make sure that you when you get your booking exam, make sure to coordinate with your IELTS tutor, okay, which is part of the program that we provide for those who join our program, and he will make sure that you can get the desired score that you need. Okay, from Yam Hernandez, hello, I'll be paying on the December 9 momentum plan. Still be okay? Yes, of course you can. Yeah, so the induction would be on the 9th of December at 1 p.m. UK time. Okay, right. Oh my gosh, that has been another great episode. It's already 1 hour. Can't believe it. But again, guys, really good time with you as always. Thank you very much for watching. And before we go, I'd like to say thank you for everybody who attended our event last 3rd of December, which happened in Sofitel Hotel in downtown Dubai. On behalf of the Ian's UAE team, I give you my sincerest appreciation. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope that now that you have taken your first step to start your UK dream, make sure that nobody or nothing stops you, okay? Because the world would not wait for you, right? Life goes on with or without you. So make sure to do everything that you can in your power to make your dreams come true. And of course, Ian's will be here for you. Okay, so that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, and fantastic, right? I will see you guys again on Friday for another epic Friday episode, of course, where epic people share their epic story. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a really good 1 hour with you guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is Michael, and this is Marhaba Monday. See you next Monday. Go!